Hello guys, and welcome to another replay. So this time is a game played by Hiram El Karax, and he's playing in the T29, Tier 7 American heavy tank. And this tank is one of the best at Tier 7 in my opinion. I already said that in the Tiger 1 video, and now I'm going to explain why. So it packs a great gun for its tier. It has 320 damage and a good penetration. It has a great gun depression, a great turret all round except for the weak spot on the top, but a bad hull. So one of the ways that is natural how to play this tank is to put it hull down in a good position, fighting on ridges, hills, and using that turret and that great gun depression. And the first position here Hellcrax is going to be in is one of those positions that you can use your gun depression in. And yeah, well, this replay is from 9.2, so we are seeing some KV-1Ss on both teams, and they still have that great 122mm cannon, which was rebalanced in 9.3. And so the start of this game is very, very slow, but in the end it's worth watching. Okay, we see him advancing on his first position, which is a place where he can use his hull down characteristics very well. First target spotted, Churchill 3, an easy prey for the T29, and as you can see he bounced a shot from the T150 in his gun mantlet. And one thing I don't like he did here was staying in this position for such a long time. There is 2 artilleries in the enemy team, and this position is very susceptible to artillery fire. So staying here while being spotted, because he was spotted, now probably not anymore, but he was spotted first, it's not a great idea, but I see his intentions. He wants to cover the back while the fairly crowded left flank tries to push or hold that position. So the intentions are right, but the position with artillery in place, it could have ended bad very, very fast. And he's watching the other flank thinking, oh, maybe I should go and help them, because his allies are dying and they can't put this position to an effect. As you see, 2 KV-1Ss died and an A43 died. So that position, that flank needs his help. And he's going to set up behind the wrecks of his allies, trying to use the turret on the T29. First shot on the KV-1S in the cupola, very nice shot. And now, can he kill the KV-1S? Not really, so he goes for the cupola on the T150, which is also a good choice. Artillery is ranging in this position, so he moves a bit forward trying to get some more shots. And he is in a relatively good position for artillery cover behind this big hill or rock on his right. And he is just advancing, trying to get shots on the enemy team. Nice shot on the IS, and as you can see, this tank, if you can put it in a position where the hull is not seen, it's very difficult to penetrate. The reload time is also acceptable, and now they are getting flanked. As you can see, as he left the position on the right flank, they are getting flanked, so he's hoping that the T150 will hold the position against an SU-101 and against a KV-1S, but it's not going to hold that long. He's considering going back, but he sees the M6 probably, so thinks, well, they can handle an SU-101, I need to kill the guys in front of me before dealing with them. And so he does. He goes forward, he puts a shot into the T150, and he bounces a shot from the KV-1S on the turret. So, as you can see, these kind of angles can be very good for a tank such as the T29, because you can go around the corners, like showing only your turret. And now this shot, well, the KV-1S hit him. It was very unfortunate. It was a snapshot by the KV-1S, but you know, Russian accuracy, he manages to put one into him. And now he sees the Grille. He doesn't fire because he wants to make his shot count, but unfortunately the Grille hits him. He repairs his truck. At first I thought it was a bad thing, but artillery was ranging here, so he had the right choice by repairing the truck there and using his repair kit. So an M6, again, he's trying to go always in RT cover with this big rock on his right side, and up until now he played a very good game. I mean, he wiped out the forces trying to get the northwestern flank, and he's using his tank to his biggest strengths, which is the turret and the good gun with a decent reload time. Unfortunately, he detrucks only the M6, and artillery gets the kill. No, well, and the allied M6 gets the kill, but still, it was a very good thing that he managed to kill that guy, and this flank should be clear. But from base on the southern side, there isn't any good news. Our tanks are collapsing, are all dying, and there is only the GW Panther remaining. The M6 is not in a position to support, and he is reaching now a position where he can support his allies. But unfortunately the tanks disappear from his radar, so he's waiting for the GW Panther to spot them. He plants a good shot in the Churchill 7, that kills the GW Panther, but the artillery manages to put a shot into him. So now, blind shot on the Churchill 7, he probably hit the truck without getting any damage. And here, unfortunately, the gun elevation of the T29 is good, but not quite good enough to perform a shot like this. And a bit of a snapshot, but it goes in, doing the job. And now it's him and his M6 against the Panzer SFL 5, which is a one-shot, and an Ashorn and an artillery, which were never spotted. Artillery could be a problem here, because both the Panzer SFL 5 and the Ashorn have great view range, and approaching them from far away could be a problem, as you are seeing now. The Ashorn plants a shot into his truck and manages to put another one into his hole, and so he retreats. Okay, now the situation is pretty difficult. He asks the M6 to cap, which is the right choice in my opinion. They know that the Nashorn is on the southern side and the Panzer SFL is on the southern side, and they have to lure them out. But unfortunately, the M6 dies. So it's him against 3 enemy tanks. And guys, what would you do in this situation? I mean, he's in a fairly good position. They have to get him. He is a one-shot for the Panzer SFL, he is a one-shot for the Nashorn if he rolls fairly high, and yeah, the situation is quite bad. So what would you do? I think he did the right thing just by getting his camera far away, trying to spot for trees falling or something like that, just to get a hint from where the enemy is coming, and waiting for them, because artillery didn't shoot him yet, and the Panzer SFL comes out, he doesn't align a shot, and Hellcarax manages to put a shot into him. Oh god, the Nashorn is coming, and Hellcarax manages to put a shot into him, but the Nashorn hits him for 283, leaving him with 15 health, which is bad. Oh god, that's artillery as well. Artillery just fired, he has some time to align a shot, but it goes high without hitting the artillery. And then Ashorn is approaching as well. Oh, this situation can be very bad, but artillery doesn't have a shot on the right side of this mountain, and that's why he is going this way, trying to use his turret to his advantage against his Nashorn, planting a great shot into him. Now there is just artillery left, and Hellcarax does something that is usual to do against artillery, so he loads an HE shell. Problem is the M41 has very low HP, so a normal shot would do as well, and the risk of firing HE is very big, because if you hit the tracks it might be a non-penetration, leaving the M41 still in shape to kill him. And just a splash from the M41 could kill Hellcarax in this moment. And the right choice here is to go cap, and that's what he's doing. He's doing it in reverse because, you know, if he spots artillery, he has a good shot. He's in the right position to hit the artillery, and on the front he has better gun depression, so he should not have any problems aligning the shot. And now he goes for the cap, trying to lure this M41 out. There is a Radley Walters on contention here, so the situation is very, very difficult for Hellcarax. If artillery gets a bit lucky, he could hit him because he's capping. Artillery knows where he is, but that's the only way to make that arty come out, so that's the best choice Hellcarax has, because waiting for a draw isn't a very good option indeed. And he went into the cap just in time to manage to finish by capping, and so to lure the M41 out to get his victory. And now it's a waiting game. Where will the M41 come from? Right, left, front? It could be a very surprising effect from the artillery. He has the surprise factor on his side. And up until now, a great game by Hellcarax, almost 5,000 damage with 7 kills. It's a great game for everybody, and in a T29 is very satisfying. But artillery gets spotted. He spots artillery, he goes back, he goes forward and tries to align a shot. Artillery doesn't go forward, and the RT is waiting for him to do something. It's encounter, so the cap stops. And the RT is still in the cap circle by the looks of it. So Hellcarax must hit the artillery before the end of the game, basically. And that could be difficult. I mean, a splash from artillery could kill him. The artillery goes forward, and Hellcarax manages to kill the artillery for his 8th kill in the T29. Well, this was a great game by Hellcarax, and I think it's his first tier 7 tank, so it also means that he is doing all right in it. It's a great game. He used the T29 to its strengths, using the turret and hull down capabilities and the great gun which the T29 has. So, well, a T29, it's a tank I still have in the garage, even though I have the T110E5. It's an amazing tank to play, and I really suggest it to learn the hold down tactics and to practice with tanks with great turrets. So, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this replay. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. I'll see you next time. Ciao!